not stop recording? What is happening? I do cosplay. And I want to do cosplay of Pyramid Head. However, I need to make his head. So that's what this video is. Hopefully it will work. I also have no idea how to do this. Because I've not made it before. So this is going to be fun. This is Anna. Where are you going? I have a bit of dragon on the floor. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. To clarify. But I'm hoping I'll be able to make something. I dug through the bin and got these because I don't use proper things. I recycle items and hope for the best. I'm going to put you away because I'm scared that this is Brittany. I'm going to put her away. So I'm paranoid I'm going to crush her. I'm warm. But let's do this. I'm going to tie my hair up. I could just take the wig off. Will I look as cool? No, I won't. So we're tying it up. I have no idea what I'm doing. Perfect. This isn't meant to be like an instruction-y video, to clarify. This is meant to be a more come with me as I attempt to do something kind of video, if that makes sense. Mainly because I actually have no idea if this is going to work, and I think it's good for new cosplayers to see that you don't need to have loads of fancy stuff to make stuff if this does work. But I have no hope that it will, to be honest. Yes, I am aware it looks stupid. Literally using any piece of cardboard I can find. Staples are my absolute life saviour. I'm gonna get all this together and then I'll be back when I've put all of the bits together. As you can see, I'm literally just going through now and paper mashing her head. I've currently got Matilda underneath. I'm literally just going through and paper mashing it because then I'll be able to put a nice even coat on top. Yeah, paper mache. I need to do more layers on this one, but I'm going to paper mache all of it and then go back through. Let's make you smaller. Is that really as small as you will be? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, that's fine. Oh, fuck. This is, yeah, but it's pretty good. Got a can in it to make it sit on my head higher, and it's literally just made up of old cardboard, and then I paper mache on top of it to give it a more even texture so that I can paint on it better. Now we're going to paint it. I'm literally just going to go in with brown paint. From reference picture, I should probably go the other side. As you can see from reference picture, he is brown with dark bits rather than black with light bits. So I reckon just give him a brown base and then we can go in with detail after. I have my mannequin here called Anna. She's fabulous, but but I don't want to get her painted on. So I put a plastic bag over the top of her so that she doesn't get paint on, but I can still use her to paint on, if that makes sense. That makes sense. Really hope audio is definitely picking up my face. My voice. We have black. If I'm able to open it. Nope. Okay, we have black. Now there is black like paint that's similar to the other ones, but I don't want to go back up into the attic. Oh. There is literally nothing I can do about that apart from hoping that it won't be noticeable when it dries. If we just pat it. Now that that has happened, I'm gonna splatter brown on, I reckon. Or attempt to, anyway. Nope, okay, attempt. Just gonna go over some of the more yellowy bits and really lightly tap. Again, just to break up some of that colour. I think he's done. That was pretty cute. I'm gonna put him outside, I think, to dry, because it's quite a nice day. I'm gonna go do that. I'm also gonna wash my hands. Yeah, I'll be back when he's dry to see if I need to do anything else. Bye. For me, this will be like, I've already a couple of hours. For you, it will be like 2 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna move you over a little bit. Okay. Pyramid head. I made it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you can see the details of it. There's yellows and blacks, but mainly brown. From last time you guys saw, this bit was still completely open and this bit wasn't quite as floofed. Let's explain how I did all of that. So this, I literally got pieces of paper over where the gaps were and put a piece of paper over, paper mache either side, got another piece of paper and did that a couple of times until it was relatively smooth or covered and solid. I didn't worry about too much of it, so like this bit, because I think these little bits add texture to the overall appearance, because he doesn't have a fully smooth looking head. I have a message. But this bit, I don't know if you could particularly tell from when I last recorded, because I need to go back and look at the footage, but it was very open. There was, I've got a green piece of cardboard up here and it was very green up here, and there was this pieces of paper like sticking out all over the place. So what I did was I got a piece of tissue and literally stuffed it into the hole. Yeah, stuffed it into the hole and then got the paper mache mixture and paper mache'd over that, and then got pieces of paper and put it over until it looked something like this, and then I painted over it. So this side here was breaking as well. The reason why it's suddenly all done is because I painted it all, which I'm pretty sure you guys saw, but then I put it outside to dry because it was easier, because I needed to do a lot of stuff. But this bit dried curled up. It had curled when drying and I needed to do this bit anyway, so then I brought it back up here, paper mache'd the bits that needed editing, took it back downstairs to dry. There was a lot of me going downstairs, bring it back up, going downstairs, bring it back up. Hence the reason I didn't record it, purely because I just, for the sake of me getting my camera out for possibly a minute extra footage for you guys to see, it was just easier for me to explain it. You cannot see at all. It's literally, like, it looks very good on. As you can see, it looks very good. But you cannot see a thing. Which is fine, because this is purely for photo shoots. It's not meant to be for me to be walking around in. It is literally, I will be going to a place to take photos, putting it on when photo is needed, taking it off when photo isn't needed anymore, if that makes sense. But this is what it looks like on the inside. As you can see, it's literally just old cardboard. You are able to paint this bit black. But I couldn't really find much black paint, so I didn't. But you can paint it black. Oh, this took me 3 days to make. This is the third day, and I still edited it because the dark spots weren't quite blended in enough. So yeah, this is the third day that it took me to do. So don't, if it takes you a long time, don't be disheartened. It does take a long time. You need to be able to figure out how to do it and stuff like that. It will take a time. I have done other DIY stuff. If you want to go and check out other arts and crafty stuff that I've done, I've made monster can mask and a tiny can from a monster can. Go check them out. I do just normal makeup on my face quite often, so go check them out. If you are a bit creepy, if you're alternative in any way, if you like just creepy content, if you like horror films, if you like just alternative content, then I suggest that you follow, because that's my channel. That is literally what my channel is about. I post true crime, I post film reviews, mainly about horror films. I post a lot of stuff. Subscribe, like this video if you want to see more DIY content like this, where I'm able to show you guys how to make stuff out of things that weren't meant to be used for those things. That doesn't make sense, but oh well. At some point I will be cosplaying Pyramid Head. I'll probably cosplay him within the next couple of weeks, and if you want to see that cosplay, you should follow my Instagram, because I'll probably be posting it sometime within the next couple of weeks. But I'm not 100% sure when I'll be posting it within the couple of weeks, but at some point within the next 2 weeks I will be going and cosplaying him and posting him on Instagram. So go follow that. The link here, or like here, or here, or here. Go follow to see that cosplay when it does eventually come around. Bye! I made a head. I'm so sorry.